Hi everyone, this is Pradeep Chartered Accountant. In this video, I am going to brief about the Production Linked Incentive Scheme, that is PLA scheme, which the government has recently approved, and the sectors to which the same is applicable and the benefits of it. So let us begin with the objective of the PLA scheme. The objective is to make domestic manufacturing globally competitive and to create global champions in manufacturing. The strategy begin scheme is to offer companies incentives on incremental sales from products manufactured in India. The scheme has been specifically designed to boost domestic manufacturing in sunrise and strategic sectors, curb cheaper imports and reduce import bills, improve cost competitiveness of domestically manufactured goods, and enhance domestic capacity and exports. The first three PLA schemes were approved earlier in March 2020, and these were followed by another 10 new PLA schemes in November 2020. Of these, the previous three schemes have been notified, and six of the 10 new schemes have also been approved by the Cabinet. The first three PLA schemes that were approved and implemented are mobile manufacturing and specified electronic components, critical key starting materials or drug intermediaries and active pharmaceutical ingredients, and manufacturing of medical devices. So let us see PLA scheme on mobile manufacturing and specified electronic components. So this scheme extends an incentive of 4% to 6% on incremental sales for a period of 5 years subsequent to the base year. The scheme was notified on 1/4/2020 and the last date for application was 31/7/2020 and the scheme commenced on 1/8/2020. The scheme may also be reopened for applications anytime during this tenure based on response from the industry. So for applications received post the initial application period, applicants shall only be eligible for incentive for the remainder of the scheme's tenure. So in case if your industry falls under the above scheme and if you are not claiming the PLA scheme benefit, kindly look into the scheme and make necessary applications or request to the government. With regard to PLA scheme on critical key starting materials and our drug intermediaries and active pharmaceutical ingredients and manufacturing of medical devices by Department of Pharmaceuticals, I'm not going to discuss as the application window is already closed and there is no specific mention about extension. As stated earlier, out of the 10 new PLA schemes, 6 have been approved recently, and those are electronic or technology products, pharmaceutical drugs, telecom and networking products, food products, white goods, that is ACs and LEDs, high efficient solar PV models. So another four schemes are in the process of obtaining cabinet approval are automobiles and auto components, advanced chemistry cell battery, textile products, specialty steel. So now I'm going to brief about the six schemes which are recently approved by the cabinet. Let us begin with electronic or technology products. The PLA scheme for IT order was notified on 3/3/2021. The last date for application is 30/4/2021. The scheme shall extend an incentive of 4% or 1% on net incremental sales of goods manufactured in India and covered under the target segments. So the target segments are laptops, tablets, all-in-one PCs, servers to eligible companies for a period of 4 years. The scheme is likely to benefit major global as well as domestic manufacturers of IT hardware products, namely laptops, tablets, all-in-one PCs, and servers. So this is an important segment to promote manufacturing as there is a huge import reliance for these items at present. For applications received post initial application period, applicants shall only be eligible for incentives for the remainder of the scheme's term. Next, we'll move on to pharmaceutical drugs. So this scheme is at the initial stage of implementation. The scheme guidelines have been drafted and are in the process of issuance for inviting applications. So the guidelines are proposed to be issued in the ongoing week. The rate of incentive on incremental sale of pharmaceutical goods covered will be around 6% to 10%. Hence, any company which is into manufacture of pharma drugs are requested to go through this PLA scheme to understand the various benefit in it. Next, we'll move on to telecom and network products. So Department of Telecommunications has notified the PLA scheme for telecom and networking products on 24 February 2021 with financial outlay of rupees 12,195 crores over 5 years for telecom and networking products. So the investor will be incentivized for incremental sales up to 20 times the committed investment, enabling them to reach global scales and utilize the unused capacity and ramp up production. The core component of the scheme is to offset the huge import of telecom equipment worth more than 50,000 crores and reinforce it with Make in India products, both for domestic markets and exports. The target is to make India a preferred global manufacturing destination for telecom products and making India a net exporter of telecom and networking products. Next, we'll move on to food products. Production linked incentive scheme for food processing industry was approved by the cabinet on 31/3/2021. Implementation during 2021-22 to 26-27 with an outlay of rupees 10,900 crores. The scheme is essentially meant for Indian companies and subsidiaries of MNCs operating in India with minimum sale of food products manufactured in India. The scheme will encourage investment in 4 food segments, namely ready to cook, ready to eat, including millet-based food, processed foods and vegetables, marine products, mozzarella. The objective of the scheme is to support creation of global food manufacturing champions, support Indian brands of value-added food products in the international market, increase employment opportunities for off-farm jobs, and ensuring remunerative price of farm produce and higher income to the farmers. So the operational guidance for the production linked incentive scheme for food processing industry are notified on 2/5/2021, which is very recently, which is for the benefit of which is for the benefit and information of all stakeholders and general public. Next, we'll move on to white goods. See, the government has approved the PLA scheme for white goods to be implemented over FY 2021-22 to FY 2029 with a budgetary outlay of 6238 crore. Support under the scheme will be provided to companies or entities engaged in manufacturing of components of air conditioner and LED lights in India. The PLA scheme shall extend an incentive of 4% to 6% on incremental sale over the base year of goods manufactured in India and covered under the target segment to eligible companies. Next, we'll move on to high efficiency solar PV modules. Presently, solar capacity addition in the country depends largely upon imported solar PV cells and modules, as the domestic manufacturing industry has limited operational capacity of solar PV modules and cells. Major achievement of this PLA scheme for high efficiency solar PV module is the likely reduction of import dependence in a strategic sector like electricity. So manufacturers will be incentivized for higher efficiencies of solar PV modules and also for sourcing their material from the domestic market. Thus, the PLA scheme will help not only in setting up of domestic manufacturing capacities in upstream stages of solar PV manufacturing, but is likely to augment the entire solar PV manufacturing ecosystem, including boost to ancillary units and MSMEs. So with these kind of incentives, the government is inducing the industry leaders to expand or set up manufacturing base in India. Thereby, the government can achieve its objectives. As explained, those companies which are in the sectors like pharmaceutical drugs, telecom and networking products, food products, white goods, that is ACs and LEDs, high efficiency solar PV modules, automobiles and auto components, advanced chemistry cell battery, textile products, and specialty steel should keep the eyes open and look for benefits under the PLA scheme. Thanks for your staying. Stay at home and stay safe.